Good morning, my name is Shane Soto, and I'm here to discuss the Stakeholder Management Plan for Project Management 693. The stakeholder management is the process of identifying, analyzing, planning, and implementing of actions to include the stakeholders. The importance of the Stakeholder Management Plan is that it determines the success of the project and the satisfaction of the stakeholders that are involved with the project. For example, if you have a project that includes reconstruction or some form of construction on roadways, you want the stakeholders, which in this case would be the motorists, that will impact the life cycle of the project. You'd want to research, interview, and brainstorm to identify what they value and how you can build a project to meet their needs, such as closing roads during the night versus early morning or afternoon when traveling is done before or after work. The components of a stakeholder management plan is basically existing and desired levels of engagement for stakeholders. You want to detail about how stakeholders will be involved with this project, specifics about how and why various project information will be distributed to stakeholders, and how well the plan is meeting the stakeholders' needs in project. It's different from the communication plan in that the stakeholders management plan needs to identify the why of what is to be communicated to the stakeholders. The stakeholder theory addresses the morals and values in managing the organization with regard to the principle of fairness to the stakeholders. The stakeholder theory identifies elements of awareness, which involves decision making and keeping the integrity of the project. The stakeholder management changed over the years due to social media at work, also the availability of devices with applications to assist the management of stakeholders and project management as a whole, and then also it focuses on people due to collaborations and teamwork to accomplish projects. Success of a stakeholder management within an organization, they look at by having a list of people or groups that can impact the organization or issue positively or negative. They have these individuals groups in a segment to understand the degree and the ability to impact the outcome, which is high, medium, or low. And it also identifies owners within your team or organization to manage the stakeholders on their potential impact to the outcome. Then they want to create a schedule to communicate on a regular basis with these stakeholders, and then make sure you update your message to align with the stakeholders. Stakeholders align with your position. You basically want to make sure you get the stakeholders on your side as far as your viewpoint and the way the direction of the project is going. And this is done by getting the opinions of the stakeholders early on in the project lifecycle, as this will give ownership to stakeholders. With the stakeholders' ownership, you also may get additional resources made available to you through financial, time, or people, due to the stakeholders being powerful or having a position within the city or organization. Additionally, communication must be done regularly to minimize surprises to the stakeholders, which again, as you're briefed on current progress, is they are already on your side as far as the progression of the project. And if there's deliverance of bad news that needs to be done to the stakeholders, you want to identify the root cause. You want to have a corrective action and develop a plan for the corrective actions. And then you want to communicate the bad news to the stakeholders ASAP. You want to confirm commitment to the corrective actions. You want to keep the communication flowing, as well as identify lessons learned and develop mitigation strategies for the future. The biggest thing in this is communication is crucial. You just don't want to deliver the problem only to the stakeholders, but you want to have a solution that will address the issue and reaffirm moving forward that these issues will be minimized during the life cycle of the project to the stakeholders. Again, I appreciate you guys listening, and you guys have a great week. Thank you. Bye.